guys, this is very difficult for me to like video, but I just wanted to kind of put, I guess you could say, a disclaimer at the beginning of this video. I understand that my case with this symptom of FND was different to ones that I've seen online. I mean, I was out of the hospital within a few days. I didn't have to have a wheelchair, you know, things like that, which is the opposite of what I've seen other people go through with FND. But that does not mean that my experience was any less than this. Our whole entire condition is so complicated, and I feel like it's not known about enough. And just because you didn't recover as quickly doesn't mean you didn't want to, or doesn't mean that you weren't capable of that. People just take different like times to heal, like takes different lengths, and that still applies in this condition. I also want to say this is not for sympathy, this is to spread awareness. I don't want anyone to think that I posted it online because I'm like, yeah, whatever. This is to spread awareness for FND. I didn't know it existed until I was diagnosed, and even then I found it very difficult to understand what it was about, and I kind of felt like everyone was telling me it was my fault. I got a letter from the doctor who explained it to me, and he explained it really well, so I put me reading that at the end of the video. But yeah, I hope that if you are dealing with this, that this video helps you rather than like scares you. And this was just my experience, and it was terrifying for me because it was my worst fear. So even though it does come across as very happy and cheerful, that's just because I let myself be sad, and then I was like, okay, if I keep being sad about it, I'm not going to be able to do anything about it. So I need to like push through. I can still be sad and I can still cry, but I need to be able to put that aside and push through. Please enjoy the video, and please be respectful. Thank you. Hi guys, I didn't really want to record this like and put it on the internet, but then I thought, you know what, no, I kind of want to spread awareness for it. I know I don't really have a platform, but you know, even if it's like years from now when someone comes across it and makes them, you know, a little bit more aware of FND and everything else, that would be amazing. I can't move my legs at the minute. I can wiggle my toes and move them side to side if I really try, but currently to move them I have to like lift them up by my sock and kind of push them forward. I'm going into hospital obviously because when someone can't stand up and walk, it's kind of cause for concern. I knew this was a possibility. This had a possibility of happening. I didn't know the rates or anything like that. Sadly, I wasn't told a lot about my disability when I found out I had FND, and I only found out last year, even though I was already diagnosed. We just didn't know it. I had this horrible pain in my lower abdomen, and I was like crying, and I couldn't move, I couldn't eat, could barely speak. It felt like I was gonna be sick, and just like it felt like I was being like cut open. 2-3 a.m. where I was literally like shaking from the pain. And then in the morning I told my mum, and it was a little bit better, and then it just started getting worse and worse and worse, and the ambulance had to come, and we spent days in and out the hospital. It feels like it was like the whole month, but it was actually only until like the 10th, maybe the 11th, and from the 5th. So I spent nearly a week in hospital, going like in and out, and then having tests run. I eventually got past it, and they still didn't tell me what FND really was, and I made the mistake of going on the internet, and obviously I found out you could be partially or completely paralyzed from the legs down, and in other places as well from FND, which was obviously a very scary realization. And then you know, I kind of started living with the pain and things like that in the start of this year, I was like, okay, it's gonna be my year. I'm going to a concert. I'm going back down to London in February. I'm going to a concert in March with my friend in London. I'm turning 18 in July. I might be seeing Bruno Mars in July as well, and going down to London for my birthday as well, and going on a girls trip a month after that. And now I don't know what's gonna happen. You know, I kind of thought it wouldn't be an issue me dancing at my 18th, but now it kind of is. And I don't even know if I'm gonna end up in the wheelchair. This may fix itself in a few days, and sometimes it does with some people, and sometimes it lasts weeks, months, sometimes years. And this isn't supposed to scare anyone. This is just supposed to spread awareness that, you know, we need to start talking about FND more, because I didn't even know it existed until I found out that I had it. The MS is just going to come pick me up. I don't know what they're going to do, because in my house I have stairs. So I know it's kind of weird me being really positive about it. I'm not. I was crying a lot last night, because this was my biggest fear once I found out it was a real possibility in FND. I love using my legs. It just kind of felt like another thing, you know, like it's already taken my speech from me. I can't speak properly sometimes. It's already taken, you know, part of my mind. I have like seizures with needs and FND, and then like they're not neurological, so I'm fairly conscious for it, and it's very painful. My hands, I drop things randomly, basically my whole body. And it already kind of had my legs, and it was one thing that I really didn't want to happen. It was like, if anything else happens, it's not this. And yeah. So my biggest fear since I don't know I had FND has basically just come true. I can't move my legs. I can't even get onto the jet. On my bed. And it's like my biggest fear. I cried myself to sleep about it. Well, not to sleep, but I cried in my bed. Because I was so terrified that I was gonna wake up in the morning. And then I did wake up in the morning, and my legs weren't working properly because of my Tourette's. And I ended up being fine. And then this morning, I had one of my episodes, and I got up and I went to the bathroom, and then I sat down in the living room, and then I couldn't move, and I was like, I can't move my legs, I can't stand up. Like, Mum was like, okay, try to move them, and then I couldn't move them. And then I had to crawl my way to the bathroom, back to the living room, and then into my bedroom, and now I have no one in my household who's strong enough who can help me. And there's no point in going to the doctor because I can't do anything. It's not a nerve issue, so they can't do anything about it, and it's not pain. I mean, it's painful. I can't move my legs, so they're like going numb, and I have to literally like shake them to try to wake them up because I can't move them. So they're like, yeah, and yeah. Okay, so this was me basically showing you that I could move my legs a little bit, but there was music in the background, so I couldn't put the sound on. I've been in the hospital for a little bit now. We went to triage, and then pediatrics, A&E, and then we're now in the ward, and I've been able to move my legs a little bit, and even walk with the help of that thing. But progress, I guess, so it is what it is. I've started putting a little bit of makeup on just to make myself feel better. But yeah, they've basically said it's my FND. And I just need to train my legs into my brain into realising that my legs do work and that they are there, and that I can use them basically. Originally, I was going to go home today, but they thought it would be better not to rush things, so I'm not anymore. I've been doing well, so that's what I'm at. Now I have a fever. So I I went from not being able to move my legs to now being able to move them a little bit, and with the help of the walker thing, move to now having a temperature and shivering. So, okay, now I'm just sitting and colouring. It's late now, so I'm trying to be a bit quieter. I'm literally just doing some colouring. Why not? I can move my legs now, and I know I'm very lucky. I've tried to do some research on it, and some people aren't as fortunate as I am, where it works within like the first day. They are still very weak and they still kind of hurt a little bit, but they're definitely way better than they were on Sunday. I'm gonna stay in an extra day. Originally I wasn't going to, because the exercises had worked, but the reason why I'm staying in now is because we have a multi-story house and I can't get up the stairs, so they'd rather me be able to walk in the hospital than think I'm able to walk and be getting better, and then something happens, like I fall or something like that, and I end up not being able to. So we just thought, better to be safe than sorry. At least if I'm getting better here, I can go home and I'll be okay and I'll be able to move about. I might look a bit insane right now. My eyeliner has like come off, but I'm gonna try to have a shower. There's like a stool seat in it, so I'm gonna get on that. My mum's gonna wheel me there, and I'm just gonna try to have a shower. I've started walking. I walked to the bathroom. My mum tried to record me, but I don't know what she recorded or how I looked, because I literally, basically, because I'm tall, I'm 5'7", 5'8", I have to go like that and walk, so I'm literally hunched over. So not the most flattering thing. So I did a walk around the ward, and then I walked to the bathroom twice with Betty. That's Betty. If you're just gonna get here, they might try to do my stairs, and then we should be going home, because the doctor said that he doesn't want me in any longer. And yeah, and then I'm gonna go home. We don't know what they're gonna give me. We're going to London in February, and hopefully my legs should be like semi back to normal, to the point where I can like use a cane rather than like crutches or wheelchair or something. But we're gonna ask if I need one to like go around and stuff. So, because I still want to go see my friends and stuff like that, and I can't do that if I can't walk. So yeah, and before it sounds like I'm being like, I'm gonna go see my friends. The doctor actually said social interactions is better for me because it reduces stress. So I do need to go see my friends because doctor advice, I guess. I just did the stairs and I have crutches now. Ooh, I'm not supposed to show my... Yeah, I have crutches now. So I'm going home. I'm home! Guys, I'm home! And I've moved from Betty. We love you, Betty. I might get this wrong. Gutter frame to Albert and Alfred and Alberto, or Alfred and Albert. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I feel very fortunate that I was able to become aware of what was happening with the help of doctors and physical therapists and things like that, and just kind of train my brain into realizing that my legs are working and that they are there and are real and all of that shebang. And I feel very grateful that I was able to put in the work and it be so effective. Okay, so thank you for watching. I know this video is longer than my other ones, but it was just because I wanted to get everything in. I'm going to show me walking with Betty, and then I'm going to put in a video of me reading my little letter from the doctor. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope this reaches people who need it. Bye.
You tried to show off then, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Right, so do it properly.
You have them, their feet, you should go behind my feet. So
Yeah, but use the bed and then transfer, right? There you go, look, she's walking again.
So I couldn't find the letter, and it's just been kind of chaotic because my mum had to go from being in hospital with me to back to work. So I'll try to find it, and if I do, I'll put it in a different video. But the basis of the letter was basically describing what FND was, and it was basically saying rather than a hardware issue, so rather than having physical trauma, it's more software. It's a software issue. So there's no surgery or anything like that that can fix it. It's more so therapy and physical therapy. And we're pretty sure my FND was brought on by mental and emotional trauma, or at least exacerbated it. Because of that, my kind of what I've been told by multiple like doctors and psychologists and stuff is get out the house, you know, socialize, like get your mind out of your mind, like, you know, get your brain out of your mind basically. My mind just got a little lost, it got a little confused, it didn't really understand, and it just kind of signals got lost, and it turns out that the signals got lost were to my legs. Which is fine. So fine. No, but seriously, I hope that this video helps people who are struggling with FND, either themselves or are doing research because someone they know has FND. And if you're just doing research because you are interested in the disorder, then I also think that's great because at least you know about it. I just hope this brings a little bit of awareness and just helps a few people. And yeah, this was my experience with learning to walk again. I'm on crutches now. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.